I reckon one of the most often asked questions I get is, look, I want to go fishing with the kids, with the family. I don't really know that much about it. It looks all too hard, but Ryan, it isn't really.
Well, that's right. You can use small baits. Kids don't care. Big, small, fish is still a fish.
Exactly right. Kids love fishing. They don't care what they catch, even blowfish. We're going to try and do a little bit better than that today, with just a rod, trusty bucket, and over here at the Swan River, we're going to show you how you can have some family fun. But it's not just a bucket, it's what's in the bucket that matters. And this is all you need. A knife to cut your bait, some little octopus hooks, a pair of pliers, some leader, and you're ready to fish. Except, hang on, haven't got any bait. Ryan, have you got the bait?
Yep, sure do. River prawns.
That's a lovely piece of peeled river prawn. I'm just going to slice it up, just and get a tiny piece. That's all we're using here. We're not after massive fish. We're just after fish that the kids are going to have fun with. I'm using a tiny little hook. And we do is we get that bait, pop it on, just like that, and flick it out. This is so easy. So because we're using no weight, I'm not really casting, I'm just getting like a pendulum motion going and just flicking it down in the trees there. That's all I'm doing. Gotcha. Well, we're going to prove that the theory works, if not necessarily on the larger fish just at this moment, but I tell you what, if you pop him on your keyring and press your mates, it's hard to keep them alive in your car, but they do look good. I'll pop that one back. Well, Ryan, there's too many jets here.
Trains, planes.
Automobiles. Well, look, this snag has small fish. While the jet's going over, I reckon we'll just pop to the next one because there's snags everywhere, and it's a great day out because you can just pick up your bucket, get your rod, and walk to the next one.
What we're doing now is using a small little split shot. Steve's using no weight. I'm using a small split shot, and all it's going to do is help let the bait sink down. We like trying different methods. That split shot, all you have to do is feed it onto the line there, squeeze it down hard with your fingers. I'm a little bit slack, I really should be using the pair of pliers for that, but anyway, I'll cut that trace line off. That's it, small little bait, just wafting down. If the sinker doesn't work, you don't want to use it, just take it off.
As the drag peels line off. Actually, this looks like a good one, this one.
That's all right.
You're out a bit deeper that time, yeah?
That's right, yeah, just cast out just a little bit further near that drop off. Don't think it's going to be legal, but still. It's a little
that's
blackie.
a good one, yep. They're a pretty fish. That's all right. That's probably a bit bigger than the last one.
If I had my nieces here, they'd be very, very happy if they got to catch something like that. Look at that. It's got actually that hook that I mentioned before, that little demon hook right in the corner. And that's why I like the little circle hooks. You can release the fish without hurting it, and that's not bad, eh?
That's pretty good.
This one's going back, but...
Well, catch and release, that's the only way to make sure that there's going to be fish around for the future. So if your kids are catching them now, their grandkids can still catch them in the year 2060. You've got to fish for the future these days.
Lovely colours, but there's got to be a lot bigger fish in there.
Ha! Where we want to go is right in there, just between the pylons, and let it sink down. Yeah, that's a good fish. Bit better than before, I think.
That it is.
You can just see him down there. Now these sort of jetties and structures, that's not bad. These sort of jetties and structures are perfect because there's not just what you can see, but under the water here there's going to be all sorts of sticks and bits that have fallen off the jetty. Great habitat for a nice bream like that one. That's a perfect kid size, and he's just got the hook in there, so I'll get the pliers and get it out and get him back in the water quickly. One thing I will stress is if you're taking the kids fishing and you're catching smaller fish like that, really make a point of letting them know you have to keep your hands nice and wet when you're touching them. Treat them gently, don't rip at the hook, get a pair of pliers and just gently get it out and let them go, and they'll grow into much bigger fish, but they do grow slowly. and they're very prone to being hurt. So
Yeah.
make sure they understand. And Ryan's in.
Oh.
Oh, good fish, eh?
Absolutely. And I'll put that bait right next to that snag, that pylon. This is a better fish, Steve.
Certainly is.
How smart are they? As soon as that bait hit the floor, I was on.
Let the bodies hit the floor with a bait.
That's a better fish. Look at that.
That's a great fish. Great fish, Ryan. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Have a look at that.
That's a better blackie.
Now that is the reward. You saw the smaller ones earlier, and some of you might have been going, oh yeah, but they're only small. But I tell you what, there's nothing wrong with him.
As Steve said, if you let the small ones go, they turn into big fish like that. Look at the magnificent colours. He's legal, but we're going to let him swim away.
I think he's run aground.
Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, that little split shot on the, here we go, and on, woohoo! Yep, another fish. It's only 3 casts for 2 fish. Now it's starting to fire up this particular one spot.
That's not a bad one
That's
either.
not bad either, not as big as that last one. Gently wet our hands, as Steve said. And this fish has taken the hook down, so we'll just cut that off and we'll release him. That just goes to show you there's small fish and big fish in the same area.